Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Happy League Season 1. I am excellent, and something that we don't usually see, I'm going to be co-casted here with the man himself. It's Happy.
Hello, people. I am happy. Yes, this isn't cringe at all. Don't worry about it.
Okay, he's already ruined it. Anyway, moving into the
I can
ban
hear
phase.
Ghost laughing in the background.
Right. Anyway, moving into the ban phase, it's going to be Thinker coming in first, of course. The LMG meta is so prominent at the moment. Getting rid of that Thinker. The Adrenaline Surges as well, which were recently buffed, are now out of play as well as those grenades. The default ban's coming in. Going to be the Thatcher. What is the first defending ban do you think is going to come in?
Honestly, 1000% another mirror. It's going to be 100% mirror the entire season. I swear.
Alright, let's see if you're
Never,
right.
never mind. It's a Valk.
And you're completely wrong. The Valkyrie ban, which is quite interesting, because obviously since the Valkyrie nerf with the cameras not being able to be thrown outside, you're not really... She's not seen as much in any play anymore. Of course, she is still powerful, just the runouts are no longer an option for her. The final ban coming in, of course, gonna be that mirror.
It's always the mirror.
It is, especially on Villa, purely because of Aviator and games. It's just a really strong hold when you're trying to hold on to the study push. Okay, speaking of Aviator and games, it's going to be the first site that we're going to see Eagle play. And the thing we're seeing here, bringing in the Thorn, potentially, is quite interesting, as we've not really seen too much of her so far. Of course, she has the first new gun since Mozzie came out, I do believe, which is a very long time, to say the least. And I don't actually own Thorn. She's the one operator in the game I don't currently own, but I do know that that gun does pack a punch, and as well with her gadget, it's quite hidden, and the shrapnel will absolutely demolish her if you're nearby. I don't really know the inside and outs of this operator, if I'm being too honest, so I'm going to try and ignore her for now.
I mean, she's pretty simple. It's basically an LMI that's delayed that does 100 damage. Like that's there you go, sorted.
See, personally, I've never been hit by one just yet, so because I'm just too good at the game, it seems, and I can just get good. Oh, there he is. We're seeing it get thrown in the corner next to Wolf window. Of course, it'll not stop, but delay the push coming in. Of course, it can be droned out and shot, so it should be easily disposed of. And with Thorn, we're gonna have to see some hidden uses of a gadget, because otherwise they have that ginormous blue light,
Yeah.
which can be easily droned out and taken out, which completely gets rid of her ability to, well, utilize her gadget to the fullest. Of course, she has a deployable shield, which they're utilizing at the top of main, but for her actual gadget itself, it's not the most useful if it gets droned out. Speaking of getting droned out, Onyx, playing in Library now, has already been droned out and is in a little bit of danger. He's going to be reverting to running away, getting back upstairs, and stop himself from getting picked early on, which is the wise move, I'd say.
I mean, like, I'd just like to say they didn't even capitalize on it at all. They just let him go upstairs again. There was like at least like 3 people. Oh, okay, never mind. There was 2 people, like right by the front door, 0 congestion at all. They just let him leave.
Yeah, which is a bit interesting to see. And what another interesting thing to see is the drone economy. On Missy, both drones have been obviously depleted at this point in time. However, of course, he's on the Yana, which the alibi with the replicator can come into play. The first pick's going to come in. It's Shorty with a second one from Rockstar coming in onto Onyx, and the refrag is there from Chief. Another spray's going to come out as Shorty does find Cryon. And now it's a 2 versus 4 in favor of Firebird, but a pick does come out from Chief, as Yuno has fallen to the ground. Another pick comes out, but it's going in favor of Eagle. No, not Eagle, sorry, of Firebird, and they easily pick up the first round. And I can't lie, I am about 3 seconds behind. I hear things before I see them.
That is not good.
It's very not good.
Yeah. I guess report the stream for being laggy. Maybe restart the stream. Who knows? Who knows? I'll restart the stream. See if that helps. How about you just have no audio?
Hello?
Hello?
I'm back. Right.
This is weird and cringe.
It is. Don't use the word cringe.
I've turned the stream off, and now we're in the game, and now you can't see anything.
Can you turn it back on?
Yeah, here you go. Have that. Does that help?
I'm not sure. Maybe keeping it not full screened. I've got no sound, but that's fine.
Yeah, don't worry about the no sound. You can see the UI. That's all you need.
Okay,
Definitely.
moving into round number 2 now. As well, it's a bit scuffed. I've got no volume, which is going to be a bit of an issue for me. But you know what? I can work around it because I am the best caster EU, as is said by quite a few people, which is completely wrong, but I take it anyway.
Confirmed, honestly.
I love it, but it's like the support from Style actually was carried over, and the people who loved me there still love me now, and I appreciate every single one of you. Anyways, moving into the round number 2, they're going for trophy and statuary now with a hold into Aviator and Games. They want to stop this study side push from coming in, which of course is going to really slow down the attack, but of course with the widespread use of utility, it can be a bit challenging as, well, if they decide to just negate that push altogether, they can easily take control of Astro because it'll be, like I've said, more spread out. Already we're seeing Rockstar on this Nook just creeping his way from the basement upwards as he's not decided to use his ability just yet, but it's a mixture between Kavira and Vigil. Of course, not as powerful as either of them with their single gadgets alone. However, with the combination of both, and especially because it's on the attack, he should be able to, well, potentially creep up these stairs, but this whole getting held by Cryan may seem to pose a threat for him as the drones have come up. They've been taken down as well, and
Why won't it let me switch to Rockstar?
alright, speaking of switching to Rockstar, there you are. We're now watching him. No, we're not. I've just you've already switched off. He's going to be droning up these stairs, and if the first bit comes out, it's going to be a frag grenade coming in from Yuno onto Chief, and Yakai, it's gone. And, well, that's an early advantage for Firebird, as we've seen them, just like last game, steamroll the very start. It's going to be a bit tricky for them to hold as the shield's gone as well. Cryan's been taking a bit of damage, but Yuno gets taken down by P-Meister as, well, he wasn't checking his angles, and Shorty almost goes down as well, and yes, he does. No, it's Taki. Actually, that P-Meister finds as that's his second of the round, and, well, it seems like Firebird are in a bit of a tricky situation. P-Meister does lose a lot of his HP to Shorty on the Maverick on the receiving end just there. No, sorry, I keep saying Alibi. It's just, they both have clones. Anyway, elsewhere, Rockstar's going to be making his way up towards Astro's stairs, and it's going to be a bit tricky as there is a player behind the desk just there. However, Missy's going to find one with a second coming in from Rockstar, and it's a 2 versus 3. They're in a tricky situation now. The spray's going to come in from P-Meister, not able to find anything just yet. However, Onyx, elsewhere, able to support by finding one, making it 2 versus 2, but the refrag is there from Shorty as he's playing in Master, and it's all up to P-Meister in a 1 versus 2 now, and 35 seconds left. The plant is going down. Can he stop it? Seems like he may be able to, but no. Missy's there to collect the kill, and, well, that's another round for Firebird, showing just how powerful they are on attack so far.
I have no idea, like, what they just did. Like, how do I explain this? Well, they pushed the site from all over the place, and just I guess Eagle just had no clue either because they just got picked off one by one.
Well,
and, yeah.
I think it's a bit. I wouldn't. No, you're wrong. I'm saying you're wrong. It's very simple what they did. They took control of Master whilst they also had people coming up from Astro to stop the bathroom rotate, and also to get a cross angle once they started to push into Astro. Their main take, obviously, other than getting the plant into what's the room called? Trophy. That one's trophy, isn't it? No, that's statuary. I forgot every call out. Yeah, statuary.
Statuary's the ones with the statues in it, and trophy's
yes.
the one with the animals in it. Yes.
I do know. Right. So yeah, they were obviously, other than getting the plant in that room, they were also trying to take control of Astro, so they could, like I've said, cut off rotates and hold Astro. So once they got the plant down, they had more surf. Well, is it surface area the right thing to use? I'm gonna use it anyway. So they had more area to control, so that the defense had a harder time. Anyway, that round is long gone. Moving on to this round, it's a very default one, I'd say. Of course, with your pulse, you're gonna be able to deny the top floor clearing, of course, which we are seeing Yuno on the book, as well as the fuse coming into play, who now has 2 hard breach charges as well. as his already very large economy of explosives being the 4 cluster charges, which obviously since a while ago now can now be placed on reinforced walls. And it seems like I'm back in the old times. It's taken me a while to process all this stuff, as I did have quite a long break, but anyway, I'm back in the swing of things now, and Chief, we're seeing him hold a really strange angle, I'd say. Of course, he's watching above as well with the head holes, but anything, if he gets droned, he's not really got a way of retreating safely. Of course, there is a shield nearby, but if they have someone else to collect the pick there, he should not be able to get out of there. I do believe he has already moved, which is, again, a wise decision as he negates his death early on. And of course, being smoke, you want to stay alive, and wow, Chief is there to collect the first pick. Staying alive, he is, and he's also collecting heads whilst he's at it. Already, however, the attacking team have taken control of the top floor. The cluster charges are going to come in. Joe on the pulse is going to take a significant amount of damage. He's not got his C4 anymore either, so he's vastly less useful with the cardiac center. Of course, he can still call out for his teammates, but there's no C4s left on them. But P-Meister sprints his way up Astro stairs, even though there was a drone there. Seems like it wasn't called out, and wow, that's a pick coming in from either side as well, making it a 4 versus 2 this time. For the first time in favour of Eagle, but Nook, Rockstar, going to be creeping his way up, and he finds one onto Chief, but the refrag is instantly there from P-Meister, and it's all on Missy now in a 1 versus 3. Still has plenty of time, as there is still just a minute left. Beautiful.
I'm lost for words. Honestly, the FiBE play, like, okay. The FiBE play worked, but then it just opened angles like underneath, and like just easy pickings because they were more focused on the holes in the ground than they were in the Jaeger that just absolutely flanked past their flank drone and killed one of them. Like, that's just not what you need.
No, I wouldn't say it is. Strange round, I'd say. Some crucial mistakes coming in from Firebird, which I hope they do rectify in the coming rounds, of course. The main one I'd say is that they had a drone on Astro, no one was watching it, they had men that they could put there, but they didn't. And it allowed P-Meister to run up the stairs and find the pick on the fuse, and from there, it just spiraled out of control and went all the way in the favour of Eagle. Of course, still with the 2-1 split to Firebird, they're still in a relatively comfortable spot, but of course, the game is long from over, so they're going to have to really start to figure out what went wrong and continue to pick up the pieces and fix it for the rest of their 3 attacking rounds. Otherwise, they will fall quite significantly. And of course, no team wants to see that, so we're going to have to see that from them very soon, and I'm sure that they're picking up on this as well.
Can I just say, Villa is one of the only maps that has like 3 good sites, if you get what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
Trophy Statuary, Aviator Games, and Kitchen downstairs, they're actually alright, but like personally, I don't know if you agree with me with this, but I feel like Kitchen is more of a second site, like compared to like the first sites of Armory Games and Trophy Statuary.
Aviator Games and Trophy Statuary are both they are both the primary sites. They can be obviously switched around, and you usually consider Kitchen as that secondary tertiary site. So yeah, I do agree with you there. I do believe there are some other maps like it, however. I'd say that the key other one I'd say is most likely to be Clubhouse. Of course, you have the basement site, you have CCTV as well as Gym. I think all 3 of those sites are very strong.
I agree with you with that as well, yeah.
Yeah, they can all be played with relative ease, depending on the team, of course. Anyway, moving into the round, a minute is already gone, and I don't think they've taken too much control. The drones are coming out, and they still got a very good drone economy, only losing 1, which was obviously of recent. But Rockstar's going to be injured by Onyx, and he's there collecting the first pick of the round, but he's lost most of his HP himself. He's got no bullets left, and he gets taken down by Missy, even in the odds. And Joe is also injured elsewhere, which isn't looking too great for them, as the frag grenade is going to get cooked now. Will it land its mark? No, it will not. However, still injured on sight, which is quite interesting as well. It's the sight. He should really be able to get picked up. I do believe the streamers froze. Oh, there we go. It's jumping, but it's I've made it. It's a 4 versus 3 now, making it a 4 versus 2 as Shorty's there collecting Cryan and Chief on 1 HP. A single bullet from any weapon will take him down now, but a pick does come in from P-Meister as he manages to find one, but the refrag is there straight away from Taki, and it's all on P-Meister now in a 1 versus 3 now. On site with one slither of health. Oh, only, can't speak. All it would have took is 1 bullet, and there it is received by Taki. Another really nice round for them. It really seems like this game is really scrappy. There's not as much strategy as we have seen from them previously. Of course, they're still doing extremely well, but it seems both of these teams are quite frag reliant. We see the strategy being set up, but being utilized itself, I've not really seen too much of.
That's what I mean by I'm just lost. Like there seems to be no strategy. It's just you go this way, we'll go this way, attack. That seems to be what it is, and I guess it's working for Firebird, but for the side of Eagle, like they seem to like have like a sort of a strategy, but it's just not working out. Firebird somehow are just able to like capitalize on like the small errors in Eagle's strategy, and it's just causing them to lose the round.
I think it's heavily reliant on whoever gets the first pick to wherever the round goes. And one thing we've just seen there, I don't think the entire team is on the same page, as we saw the shotgun holes get opened onto cause it, but then they decided against it and reinforced it up, and they're going to make it on the other side now. Of course, it's most likely going to be Onyx playing in there with 2, maybe 3 ADSs. Of course, when you do that play... Oh. Well, there might be someone else in there. But yeah, anyway, doing a play like that is really dangerous. Yeah, every single ADS has been placed in there. There has to be someone in there. Surely. But yeah, oh, there we are. Wait, no, he's downstairs. Are they not going to put anyone in there?
What is happening? What is this play from Eagle?
I have no idea. As I was going to say, playing in there is dangerous, but it can have a really high payout because it will just waste time. But if you're going to put all 3 ADSs in there and not have someone play there, then that's a bit odd, but... Oh.
That's fine. Chief's in there.
Now, there are upsides and downsides to different... Oh, Missy. Wow. I don't even think we really need to speak on that. As Cryan, I don't know what he was doing, but he's just been eliminated.
He was laid down on the Astro Stairs.
Oh, and a second one comes in onto Joe, as there we are. Rockstar on this Nook finds a payout for it. And, well, that crazy play, it seems like it's not going to work, as they're already losing men left, right, and centre, dropping like flies, and only a minute's gone. That is nothing but a refrag comes in as Chief with a very aggressive swing, and the Flores Jones going to come in and to try and delete anything that may be protecting him. It's going to be the castle barricade. He goes for a swing, and Shorty's there to collect him. And this attack is shortly, very quickly, falling apart. It seems, well, I've forgotten how to speak recently. What is going on with me anyway? 2 versus 4. Minute 30, he's going to go for a really dangerous reinforcement. And he's going to get it. But Shorty's there really wanting to collect that kill, and he does. And, well, that round ended just as quickly as it begun, as Rockstar's there to find the final pick. Again, it's just super scrappy. You can't really commentate over things.
I'm so lost. I'm so lost. I don't understand.
What am I supposed to say?
It's working for Firebird. That's the only thing we can say.
I think what Eagle's downside, I'd say, so far, is they're going for 2 strategy reliant. Well, they're going for what is it? I can't speak, and I'm really right. They're going for like way too many. Like they're going for complex strats. Against a team like Firebird, it's not going to work because they're a more frag heavy team. It seems like the only person who is able to combat the side of Firebird is P-Meister. He's the only one he seems like he is, well, most definitely the fragger for the team. And it seems like, well, yeah, that Eagle have 1, maybe 2 fraggers on their team, and obviously maybe flexes, supports, whatever. The typical. However, on the side of Firebird, they have maybe 1 support, and everyone else can play frag. Which, when you're playing against a team who is really reliant on strategy and coordination, not really going to work in their favour. As if you rely too much on that, then you won't be able to find these picks as the coordination is going to get torn apart, and you're going to be left in the mud. And he's moving into the round now, and if Eagle don't pick up this round, they're going to be in deep, murky water. And I've just said, I said in the prep phase and well for the past 30 seconds, how they have nice strategy. And they're going for that again. Obviously holding onto trophy. But on the contrary, you see Amaru getting picked and he's going to go into 90 window. Here we go. Yuno's preparing himself. Oh, here we go. Come on, send it. He's waiting for the call, waiting for a drone maybe, waiting for a distraction from his teammates to avert the eyes of the team. And here we go, the Amaru rush is coming in. Will he find anything from it? Oh, he's getting shot. Will he find... He'll maybe be able to find one. Oh, he's going to switch to his primary now, the G8, the renowned LMG that did get nerfed a long time ago. Oh, but Chief is going to be injured, but through the drone hole. No, he gets picked off by P-Meister. And
Can I just say,
go on.
If he had his G8 out there, he probably actually could have secured the kill.
Possibly, yeah, but I mean, I think he may have wanted the SMG-11 for the running speed, just in case he was going to die. But, I mean, he died regardless. So it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Eagle with the advantage, and not even half the round depleted, and 3 men have already dropped to the 4. No control has been taken, but however, Missy's going to find a pick to even the odds now below, as he's playing just in library at the moment. Going to be moving his way towards main stairs, of course, taking that control will cut off the hallway, rotate, and will allow his team to take control of study and play from there. Of course, with Hibana alive, you've still got that hard breach utility available to you. So they should be able to make a play from here.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Right, just a minute left now as Mitty's going to be taking that study control, as I previously mentioned, and with the head holes as well in the site, it's going to be a bit difficult but for the attackers to attack the site. However, it can also be used in vice versa, and the defenders are going to have to be very careful, as any member of this attacking side of Firebird could be holding the angle. They are all in pretty secure locations at the moment, playing some corners, playing the top of red stairs as Onyx is creeping his way up. I don't know if they know about his location, and with 30 seconds left, they're really going to have to be wary. I do believe we are going to play going, yeah, it's going to be Shorty going to that door now, but the spray's going to come in, and wow, Taki manages to find him. A refrag comes in onto Missy elsewhere, and it's a 2 versus 2 with 15 seconds left. They're going to have to get this defusal down soon. The spray's going to come in from Shorty as he finds one, and it's left all on Cryon, and he won't be able to collect anything. He collects one, but the refrag is there instantly. How unfortunate, bringing it 5-1 to Firebird, and it seems like it's going the same direction as their previous game. Of course, not going to be 7-0, potentially a 7-1. Of course, we are now on the switch, so Eagle on the attack, Firebird on their defense, and we're gonna have to see how this differentiates from their previous role.
Giggle Mao, anywhere. Genuinely, I think Eagle have it, but the issue is they're not playing off each other as well as you'd hope. Like, I understand this is T4. This is like the biggest competition out there, but you're against one of like the well-renowned teams, like Firebird. As I'm sure some of you know them as like other team names. They're basically one of the largest Hungarian teams like in T4, and they win quite a few games. Let's just say that. Right, but Firebirds seem to have their communication and like their chemistry is a lot higher than Eagles. Is what I'm trying to basically say. Their ideas, their play by play, their understanding of each other's strategy seems to be way higher than what Eagle's doing, because Eagle are playing off each other, but to the standard of Firebird, no, not quite. But they are trying. They're getting there. They're pushing till like 30 seconds left in the round. They're pushing till you know, they pretty much almost have won the rounds every time they've lost. They've just quote unquote started throwing beyond like the half point. If you get what I'm saying.
I wouldn't say that they're necessarily a bad team. They're just not able to get the closing kills. And like I said, it seems like FiBE just do have the better coordination, the better gun skill overall. As we have seen in previous rounds, throughout the entire game, they have shown us that they are the better team so far. Of course, the tides could shift now as we are on the other side, as they have switched now onto their defense and attack. Have now reversed, but they're gonna have to be careful. Rockstar doesn't seem to be playing very carefully, and Onyx is just going to
That
be
was
there
a
to collect that kill.
bait.
Very nice play from Eagle, if that is the case. Missy's there, however, to collect one of his own, bringing it to a 4-4 split, which is gonna make the side of Eagle quite anxious, as I'm not too sure if they know about his location as of right now. Yuno's playing extremely aggressive with the smoke, which you don't really see, as smoke is a vital operator that you need to keep alive. Because, of course, those toxic babes are crucial for area denial, as well as, well, the more crucial thing, plant denial later on in the rounds when the push does come in with the final 30 seconds. And Shorty's going to be pushing up. I don't think he's going to check that window, and it may be another kill collected, and yes, it is, but unfortunately, he does manage to pick one off before he dies, which is I'm going to say it's a mistake from Onyx there. He should have been able to collect that a little bit earlier, potentially, and Missy may be able to collect one as well, but no! He misses the majority of his shots. He does a little bit of damage to Chief, and gonna make him think twice before peeking angles like that again. 50 seconds left now, 3 versus 3. It's very even. Not many walls have been opened up yet, though, so they're gonna have to deal with that very soon. Onyx is gonna have to come off that rappel eventually, and he's going for a spray, trying to find the head of one of these defenders. Not managed to find anything just yet. 30 seconds as time is depleting so fast, but the drone comes in, revealing Yuno, and he's going to try and move out the way, but Chief is there to collect him. And it's falling in favour of Eagle. With just 25 seconds left now, they're going to have to go for their final push. Missy's holding on from Study, and Chief finds another onto Taki, leaving it all to Missy. As he's done well so far, but Onyx goes for the rotate onto Study, finds the pick, and Eagle with a very nice round there coming in, as they win their first attacking round. And that is what we like to see.
That is what you'll love to you'll love to see it. Let's just say that. That is the thing that the Eagles needed. A win that just only TM. Only 4 more rounds. Oh, sorry, no, only 5 more rounds to secure like the win before OT.
Yes. Do you think they're going to do it? That a quick prediction. Do you think they're going to be able to pull this back?
Genuinely, the 90 window play was absolutely juicy. That honestly, it was hilarious just to see. But I have a feeling that FiBE are going to expect that now. So obviously, that play is now out the table. I don't know. Genuinely, FiBE almost had it. They almost had like the angles held down. They almost had the strategy down, but I don't know. Eagles like Onyx just being on those off angles completely threw off Firebird, and if they can keep bringing that, if that keeps happening, then potentially. But I genuinely just feel like Firebird understand Eagles' strategy, like at this point, and I just feel like I'm sorry to be like biased like this, but I feel like Firebird are going to secure this win.
I do sort of agree with you there. I do think FiBE are a lot quicker at adapting to new situations, which we haven't really seen Eagle able to do throughout their entire defensive side. But however, P-Meister, he's the man of the hour for Eagle as he finds the first pick onto Missy. And already a disadvantage coming in, but they're still deciding to play aggressive until they realise, well, that they should not. And it's going to be Taki now. Falling back towards the site, but still playing extremely aggressive. And like I said, they're a really scrappy team. He's going to find quite a bit of damage onto Joe outside of Wolf window now. And Rockstar, he's still standing tall. He's being stoic, doing whatever he can to try and hold them off a bit longer. And of course, with only a minute gone, he's going to have to try to do this as well as can, but I do believe he has now dropped to below,
A bomb has been located.
obviously to keep his life intact and not make them fall into an even further disadvantage, which you definitely don't want to see. He's going to be going for the rotate back towards main stairs, play with his team from now on, and see what they can do to hold them off a little bit longer. Of course, with a minute and 30 gone, that is half the round. They're in a tricky situation, as it is still a lot of time for the attacking side to play with, as they can still obviously locate these defenders, take them out, and then attempt to get walls open. Onyx is taking a lot of damage, and P-Meister falls down, as well as Chief, as Shorty collects him as well. Onyx on 1 HP potentially as well. It's gonna be, well, it's fallen. And it's like we said, the adaptation coming from Firebird is immense, and it outshines what we've seen from Eagle, which isn't the greatest thing to say, but it's true. They've just got the better coordination, they've got the better placement, and it seems like they're going for unexpected things. They're winning the gunfights, like I said, and once again, that's another gunfight won for them, bringing it to a 2 versus 4. Crying and Onyx now left in this situation. Crying does find one onto Rockstar, but even still, they're in a very difficult situation with Taki tucked away in the side of Study. He's going to be playing like a little snake here, waiting for the push to come in. Will the drone be able to spot him? And I don't know if he's gonna drone at all. The spray's coming in from Crying. The smoke bay is gonna go out, denying his entry. And I do believe that Onyx does know about Shorty's location, hopefully. But no, I think he may have just been shooting something nearby, maybe a gadget. And no, he didn't know. As Taki finds one, and they're gonna play super aggressive now, but he finds one. Can he find the second? No, he cannot. Firebird pick up the round, moving their way up onto match point, and it seems like it's all slowly falling apart. They had such a good start to the round, but once that first pick came in, the dominoes started to fall, and one by one, they all fell to the floor, leaving them in a very difficult situation, which they could not come out on top of.
Like, I will eat my words if they actually bring it to a 6-6. Like you said, they got the first pick. They had it in the bag, but obviously, as the round progressed, the teamwork just sort of slowly evaporated, and they just started splitting up, solo peeking, that sort of stuff. It's the sort of things that cause issues in the team. It's the sort of things that cause deaths. It's the sort of thing that loses rounds. It is unfortunate, but genuinely, if all they need to do is just flick that little switch in their brains, get the teamwork there. And I do reckon Eagle could bring it to a tie and go to OT.
Potentially, yeah, but at this stage in time, like you said, they have good opening starts to the rounds, but it's just, as the round progresses, it seems like their teamwork, their coordination deteriorates. They're not too certain on what to do in the second half of the rounds, and they're really going to have to adapt to this, otherwise they're going to fall at Firebird's hands, just like the previous team who faced them, and surely many teams previous to that. It seems no one is able to counter the aggressive, scrappy nature that Firebird are showing us. And myself, I'm not too sure on how to adapt to that either. Which isn't really great. I guess what they could do, of course, is, well, it's quite simple, actually. They are starting to do it with setting up cross angles. Of course, they have the player on the 90 window, but that's all they have. That's the only cross angle I have seen them use effectively. And when that's the only one that they know how to use effectively, once Firebird have adapted to that and aren't going to allow themselves to die to it anymore, that one piece that they have has been shattered and has been taken away from them. So they're going to have to find something new. The drones are coming in from Crying now as he's trying to locate this defender. He's found him, but he didn't realise that he has moved since, so the spray through the wall is going to be futile. Not going to be able to find anything. However, one does get found by Taki, but a refrag comes in onto Rockstar by Crying now, bringing it to a 4 versus 4. And losing your hard breach on the side of Eagle, not the greatest thing in any sense. Of course, hard breach is one of the most crucial players, as well. Without them, those reinforced walls are going to stay that way. And one thing I do like is they are starting to take control of the map. Just remember, though, this could be the last round of the game. PMAS is going to go for a spray now. Will he be able will the grenade land on its mark? But with Wamai there, I very much doubt it. He's playing tucked away in the showers. The drone hull won't give him any info either. He's going to go for a spray and a beautiful shot by Taki as he
Oh
takes out
my
PMeister.
god.
Missy's been injured elsewhere, which of course is technically a 3 versus 3 now. Oh, make it a 2 versus 3 potentially, as another pick is found, and it's slowly falling into favour of Eagle. But of course, with the shield still in play, they can still hold on to the angles that they have. Shorty's playing relatively aggressive now as he moves his way around Statuary. This is his domain at the moment. He's going to try and hold on to it as long as he can. 53 seconds, that's still plenty of time for rotates to come in as we're seeing now. The only question is, do FiBE know about this? I don't think they do at the moment, but Echo Drones can give the information. Sound calls can be made. And, oh, the time is ticking even further now. They have realised about this rotate, and they're going to have one holding either side. They're going to have to win the gunfights in this disadvantage now. Cryon's going to be lit up a little bit. Of course, the MP5SD is not as good of a gun as any attacker weapon, I'd say. So, the damage is insignificant at the moment as they're going to be pushing the site now, and the pick comes in, and it's all on Taki now. He's found some beautiful picks this round. I do believe both of them are at his hand, and the plant is going down. It should be able to get confirmed, and 45 seconds left now. He's going to have to try and maneuver his way and find 3 picks and go for this defuse. I don't think he knows about the player. He calls it, he hears him, but it's too late. Onyx finds Taki, and Eagle with a beautiful round coming in there, being able to bring it back. What are your thoughts on that round?
Honestly, Eagle played it extremely well, but I do want to stress that the way that they're attacking, it's not that it's too slow. It's just that it's not fitting to the aggressiveness of FiBE. Like FiBE's aggressiveness is like 5 leagues above like Eagle's aggressiveness, and it's causing Eagle to like. How do I say this? It's causing Eagle to fall back, and they're not playing to the best of their abilities, in my opinion.
No, I don't. I mean, I don't really think that is really a huge point that can be made, of course, because, well, no player ever plays at their best, I'd say, every single game, and it's unfortunate to see that maybe they may not be. Of course, I'd say, well, especially Joe, which is really unfortunate for him, going 0-7 at the moment, which, well, that's not very great from them, I can't lie, and he's playing this flex role as well. He should really be impacting his team more, but of course he can still do other things if he's not finding those frags, which he's like, such as watching drones and etc. But even still, not finding a single pick in a total of 9 rounds thus far, not really helping your team too much. He's gonna have to pick it up soon, or else the team will fall, the game will go to FiBE. And speaking of FiBE, like we've said, they just seem to be the better team. All of them have put some impact in. Of course, with, I'd say the outlier so far being but we have seen him find impactful frags, even if they're not opening frags or whatever. Even if he doesn't have a copious amount of them, he's still found ones that show impact. Because, of course, if you're left in a 1v5 and find 4 of them and then die, they are impactless frags, as they did not do anything to help you with the round. And is going to be playing really aggressive, even with his negative KD at the moment. He's still playing as he usually does, which I love to see. He's not letting that waver him. He's not letting his team put him on the back burner if they wanted to. And he's just playing this extremely aggressive nature, which their entire team is. Firebird spreading those Phoenix wings as well, it should be a Phoenix if it's not. Is a Firebird a Phoenix? You would agree?
Yeah, I'd agree. A Firebird would be a Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah. So he's just roaming free, spreading the fire, spreading the flames. As you know, fire is uncontrollable. Uncontrollable? Yes. Good job, me. Uncontrollable. You can't really control a fire, as it goes where it wants, and well, so do this team, as their aggressive nature cannot be stopped by Eagle, as there we are, a prime example. Taking out Joe, and still, after all these rounds, he has fallen once again. No impact being held from him this round. Of course, maybe he can now go in the back burner and watch some drones, but from there, what will he make of it? A refrag comes in from Onyx as he takes down and maybe they will be able to make a play at this point. But no map control is being held from them really. That I would say is super impactful. They don't have master bedroom. I don't believe they have study side control yet either. However, the Ash charge is going to go in from below, which allows them to use this advantage to open up the wall. She finds one, but the refrag's there from Missy, bringing it to a 3 versus 3. And it seems like the gun skill is quite even at the moment. But Onyx again, he's a god for this team. He is a saving grace for them at the moment. But do you think it'll be enough? I'm not too sure.
Just there. That's my opinion of it.
Very great. Anyway, 25 seconds left now in the round. Potentially the final one if the attacking don't pull it out. And P-Master gets taken down, bringing it to 1 versus 1. Chief, oh, he does not manage to find the shot. FiBE take it home as Missy, a beautiful final shot, wins them the game. And unfortunate to Eagle as they do not manage to take this one home. And they fall to the clutches of Firebird, which once again we are seeing reign. We're seeing them dominate. And I can't wait to see what they have for next, as they are possibly... I don't like to be biased. At the moment, their playstyle is my favourite.
That's not updating. Anyway, how do we talk about this? Genuinely well played from Firebird. The strategy, the holds, the attacks, superb. And GG's for that. Like you're now in the gauntlet. Good job. KW. Anyway, Eagle. I'd just like to say, Eagle, well played to you guys. You've seriously tried. Like in those last final rounds, the strategy came out. The play came out. The team play came out. Unfortunately, Firebird actually secured like the last 2 rounds that we needed, which is really unfortunate, and that obviously means that Eagle are now knocked out and will hopefully return in season 2. We'll have to see, but yeah. Anyway, over to you. Excellent.
Yeah, I'd say the shining ground for Eagle there being round number 8. They played really well. Unfortunately, it was not enough. Like you said, I do hope to see them again in the near future. I hope this doesn't demoralize them too much, as I do believe they are a relatively good team. I hope they watch this back if they are subscribed, which I think is a stupid thing, Mr. Happy. They have to subscribe to watch your VODs.
Just wait 24 hours. It's on YouTube. Calm down.
Boo. Anyway, yeah, I do believe that they can watch that back and rectify their mistakes. I do believe they should stay as a team. I hope they don't disband anywhere near in the future. I doubt they will, and I hope they continue to play on. And eventually, I hope we can see them again. Maybe a rematch at some point. Who knows? Anyway, that is going to be it for us in the Happy League today. Firebird, of course, taking yet another victory, 7-3. And that is all. I am excellent. And with my co-caster, Happy, and we will see you next time.
See you later, guys.
Has me